Power Circle episode 8, Reggie Cash and
Cassie B. Hi everyone.
What's up everybody? I hope you guys had a great week and it's Saturday. The clock is now 2 after 10. Is that how we say it?
Almost 10 after 2.
10 after 2, sorry. Sorry, it's the hood in me. But with that being said, I hope you guys had an amazing week. And now it's the weekend and pretty much, what did you got planned for the rest of your day?
Probably just relaxing, catching up some Game of Thrones.
Where are you
I'm
at
at
now?
season 3. I haven't watched episode 1 yet, but season 3.
How was season 2? Were you able to, was it boring a bit?
No, it wasn't boring. The one thing I don't understand is towards the end when the Lannisters were preparing for a war. I think it must have been the before last or the last episode. They were preparing for a war against, I forget what is the name of that family. The king was gay.
Yeah.
And his brother, who was king for the Lannisters, died.
Yeah.
Okay, so he died, but he has a brother.
Yeah, what's his name?
I forget his name.
Yes.
I forget
It's
his
gonna
name.
be a key role, but it's gonna be called the Battle of Blackwater, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. It is that episode, and like so they were fighting.
And Tyrion was in the battlefield.
Yeah, but then so they were basically losing the war.
Yeah.
Until the Lannister, I think it's the grand.
In season 3?
Oh, I didn't watch season 3.
Sorry, in season 2. Jamie's captive.
Jamie is
Lannister.
still captive. I think, yeah, he is captive.
Yeah.
I think it's the last. Is it the? He is still captive.
Is he okay? Does anything happen to him by any chance?
No, nothing happened to him.
Okay. You're not there
Nothing.
yet.
I'm not there yet.
You're not
No.
there. You're not there yet. With that being said, guys, that's a little quick Game of Thrones. And Cassie's catching up. She's trying to get up to date on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a special day for me. I would say my boys and I. It was the first ever Cash Boys takeover inside People Nightclub. I just want to give a shout out to Sekuba, and I want to give a shout out to the entire, YSL crew, People Nightclub crew, to making the success an event, And pretty much Cash Boys takeover was a success. Last night was Friday, and it was looking like a Saturday night. And People Nightclub is a big club in the city of Ottawa, urban club, hip hop club. And we were able to do our thing, do our event there with all our supporters, all our fans, and pretty much pack the spot out. It was very dope. This was, I would say, week 1 of my upcoming next 2 weeks, 3 weeks of non-stop, just going crazy. With that being said, it is Reggie Cash's birthday next week, aka my birthday next week.
Well, this week.
This week, right?
This
I don't
week.
even know what my birthday is anymore, guys.
We planned these in advance, so I guess when we planned this last week,
It was-
go
yeah.
next week. But this upcoming week will be Reggie Cash's birthday, and he will be turning 25. So, I turned 25 this summer, and I think it's more adulting. It's not.
I feel like we're still at a point, we're still at an age where we can still say our age.
Yeah.
And not feel some type of way.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know if it's a big deal. Is there?
It's a milestone, like what, quarter century?
Yeah.
I'm going through that crisis.
In 5 years, we're 30.
I just hope I have my hairline in 5 years. I've been doing a lot of castor oil. I actually have like the castor oil, like the straight oil from like Jamaica. Like I actually have that one, Cassie. But no, honestly, like 25 is somewhat of a big deal in the sense where you're in the middle of your 20s, you're not a kid anymore, but you're not super old yet. You're like a young adult, like a mid-young adult, like you either got it figured out or you pretty much don't.
Yeah.
And again, like we're doing our thing, I'm getting there, and it's dope. So like we're gonna have a celebration next weekend, Friday. For all you guys that watch Power Circle, next Friday is Reggie Cash Jr.'s birthday. I will be turning 25, and I was supposed to be in Boston, but I will not be there. We'll have our special guest Peterson Altimo.
Yeah.
What does Peterson do again? I know what he does. But
he's an artist. He's performed pretty much all over the world. He's really good. He's going to be dropping by next Saturday for an interview with us, and we will be chatting with him and asking him a bunch of questions.
and that's gonna be fun. So pretty much, you guys get to see me on my birthday weekend, having fun, asking questions, doing what we do. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's get this show started. Cassie, what happened last week?
So last weekend for us was pretty much a wrestling weekend. So Saturday we went to this. It's not an Ottawa local event, but it did happen in Ottawa and Gloucester, and it's basically all these local wrestlers from all over the place that came and wrestled. And I honestly I think I underestimated a bit how good it would have been. Yeah. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't boring. Like, it was entertaining. Yeah. I mean, and then Sunday we went to watch WWE SmackDown at the CTC, the Kane Tire Center, and that was pretty dope.
That was sick. And just to touch on what Cassie said, the wrestling event, I expected so less, but it was very, very, it surprised me. It was very amazing.
There's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah, there's actually.
I felt like we were left out because they're like booing people. And I was like, why are they booing? Like, tell me the history. But if you guys don't know, I just want to tell you guys something if you guys wouldn't know about Cassie and our manager Sabrina. She's behind the scenes, but they know their wrestling. Like, it's like, I've been watching wrestling since I'm a kid. I took a break from wrestling because I kind of get fed up with them, because sometimes the storylines kind of piss me off, and I don't like what they're doing with Roman Reigns, but that's another topic of conversation. But Cassie and Sabrina, they know their wrestling from top to bottom. I was like finding myself asking them questions. My brother was like, yo, how do these girls know wrestling like that? Like, the score, like, shout out to Renee Paquette. If you guys don't know Renee Paquette, she was a sportscaster. Now she's actually working for WWE.
Oh, is she? Oh,
like, she's legit working.
Oh, Renee! I did not know her last name.
Yeah, Renee Paquette.
I know that she's
from Canada,
but I did not know
she
her
was
last
on the score. You know, like, TSN,
yes.
Sports Center.
Yes.
She had, like, this is how crazy. She had like a wrestling, like, after Raw. So after Raw, they would actually talk about the show.
Yeah.
And we all know wrestling's fake, but like, they were actually, like, they would make you believe how real it is. Mm-hmm. You know. And she got picked up from WWE. So you guys have goals and aspirations, so you never know, you guys might be on WWE.
And she's married to, they are married, right? Dean Ambrose.
So she got a job at wrestling, and she like got
and she met her husband.
That's
Isn't
crazy.
That cool?
That's insane. But
yeah.
with that being said,
I'm actually pretty sad that I missed the Sami Zayn entrance. It was Sami Zayn. It was for them. Sami Zayn, AJ Styles.
Oh, you were there.
Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin. And I saw everyone else's entrance except for Sami Zayn. And I'm so sad. Yeah, I was so excited to see Sami Zayn's entrance. Because it's one thing to watch that. If you haven't seen it, Google the entrance on YouTube. Or YouTube, the entrance of Sami Zayn.
Crazy.
It is. It's so hype. The entire crowd is hype. And it's so hype.
Why do you guys like Sami Zayn so much?
Because he's hype.
You know what? I think he's a dope wrestler. The character that they're using, like, for him is not, like, he can be so much more.
Yeah, he spoke about that last week or 2 weeks ago.
Like, he can be, like, he has, like, I see why you guys like him. He's a great wrestler. It's just that his character is, like, no, I don't want to be disrespectful in terms of, like, him, but his character is just, like, a scrub.
But that's what he said 2 weeks ago. He had an interview with someone in Montreal, whatever. It was on TV, and he said that he doesn't really like his character.
Like, he can be so much more. It's almost like, I'm going to give you an example. It's almost like Seth Rollins. Before Seth Rollins left, what was it called?
Shield.
The Shield. Who was the leader of the Shield? It was Dean Ambrose. Yeah. He was a crazy one. You thought Dean Ambrose would be a star. Now it's Roman and it's Seth. Dean Ambrose barely has mic presence, but with the Shield, he was crazy. You thought it was like on some next stuff, you know what I mean? And so SmackDown was dope. It was very entertaining. Like, New Day was one of my favorites.
That was a dope thing to see in person.
Like, you would think it's the first time I went was in 2011. It was boring. I found it boring because maybe it was because of the person I was with, and I was so used to watching on TV. But to be there, I wasn't like, man, I want this match to be over with. There was probably one, but like even then, I genuinely enjoyed watching the fight. And to see these wrestlers just put their body, like, it's fake, but the hazards are real. And like, you don't try this at home, you know.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's the atmosphere we were in. I mean, we were a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. I mean, we kind of not all of us, but most of us are familiar with wrestling. So I guess that made it also fun too. So it was pretty dope.
And also, is that last week we went to see Training Season?
We did at the Bourbon Room.
Training Season is going to be a group a rap group, R&B as well, that we will be interviewing on August 26th, so in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, guys, remember, Training Season, and there's also another event, the McGregor versus Mayweather fight.
Which is on August
26th.
26th. It's at night, yeah.
And just to touch up a bit about Training Season, how many are there? Like 4, 5?
I think there are 4.
3 guys, 1
and
girl.
1 girl.
Yeah.
I think there are 4.
Training Season, if you guys are watching this, Justin Chombe as well, their manager, very great group. I was very surprised.
Very surprised.
Just to see the way the melodies were able to match, and the rapping as well.
And the way the crowd was engaged. And yeah, it was really good.
And what makes a great group too is also like, I would say like not every rapper needs to be introvert, but you need to have some sort of introvert with you. And even if you're out there as much, there's a little part, like a part of us that's like, we don't know you. There's a mysterious part. Even like when Drake posted certain stuff, we're like, really? Is this really who he is? There's always a question. So like when they were performing, it was a bit weird because they were like, for example, like their style was different. It was like Abu, the one in all white, one of their main rappers, I'll say lead rapper, was a bit different, which was cool to see. And then the 2 other ones, they go into a different zone and then they bring the girl that sings.
Yeah.
And it just adds another level to the performance.
Yeah.
Because now you're giving me quality rap, but you're also giving me quality singing.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a rap show and an R&B show at the same time.
It was really good. We're super excited to invite them on our show in the coming weeks. And I think that was pretty much our weekend, last weekend.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Now this week a few things happened. I'm not sure that it wasn't yesterday that it was announced officially about EZEKIEL.
It was
yesterday.
It was yesterday. EZEKIEL Elliott has been suspended without pay for 6 games for physical violence against Tiffany Thompson, his girlfriend, in 2016. In July 2016, around the 21st of his 21st birthday, he would have physically abused her. And prior to the NFL draft, pictures of inconsistent information and all that stuff were shown to the public.
Yeah.
And again, so here's the thing. I'm like trying to make it like brief and not like lose my composure when it comes to it. The NFL is harsh. This happened a year ago. This happened before he got into the NFL.
Yeah, before. Yeah.
Like he didn't even play a game. They've been investigating this for a year. You see what I'm saying? No pictures, no nothing.
There were pictures. There were pictures, but since then the stories have been inconsistent.
I'm sorry, but like Ray Rice.
No. I'm just saying there are pictures, but it's just the stories since then have been inconsistent. So those pictures are not valid, really, in the investigation. They're saying because there's so much inconsistency.
My question is this: is why is it taking you so long? Why did it take you a year? He just played a game, like he just played games, right?
So my question is, he's in the NFL now, and the bomb was dropped to him this week. But is it possible?
They could reduce it to 4 games.
Yeah, but did the girl wait for him to be drafted to say something, or did she say something before he was drafted?
So here's the thing: the report of this came out last year in July when they were in training camp. That he had probably physically abused her.
Okay.
But here's the deal. If this is in July, why in the world were we able to see him play a whole year?
Because they were investigating.
They were investigating, but yet they have pictures. If this was like real talk, you know what I mean? This is real talk. Why they could have suspended him right last year. But again, he was a rookie, right? And then here's my thing. If EZEKIEL Elliott did not break any record as a rookie, wasn't a starter, none of this, we wouldn't be talking about this.
No, but because he's so good.
Exactly. Because Ray Rice punched his like wife on camera.
And he got, what was it?
He got 2 years ban.
Oh, it was 2 years ban.
He got 2 years ban the same time. Like the same time, okay? Which we understand and I respect. You don't put your hands on women. But we have proof of him doing that. But if we don't have proof, So how do you come up with one guy, he has video proof of him punching his wife.
Yeah.
You suspend him. I agree with that. But how do you suspend somebody for 6 games? NFL play 18 games, 17 games. 17 weeks of football. Okay? That's half a season. That's not even half a season. He literally missed almost the whole entire season.
But the pictures they have are proof of injuries that this girl has. So there is injuries on those pictures. It's just they're not admitting, those pictures are not going to be admitted into the investigation because some stories or some things are not consistent.
And they did that for Tom Brady as well. With the whole Deflategate situation.
Yeah.
So rumors were the Patriots deflated some footballs, tampered some footballs.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about football. Everybody tampers with footballs. I don't know why is she a fan?
No, she thinks you think it's stupid, right? Yeah,
No, but think about it, right? You suspended Tom Brady for 4 games because he deflated or he was in conspiracy of deflating footballs. Listen, the Indiana Colts player said the Patriots could have beat us 45-0 with beach volleyballs. That's how bad it was. And then you tell me, okay, since you tamper with footballs, since we have to punish you, because that's what the NFL is, the big bullies, we have to punish you, so it's 4 games. Why do you come up with 4 games?
That's, yeah.
Like, 1 game, 2 games, I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now you're going to suspend Ezekiel Elliott 6 games. Listen, suspending Ezekiel Elliott 6 games is actually not bad for Ezekiel Elliott. This actually is helping Ezekiel Elliott in terms of the punishment he gets to his body because he's a running back. Mm-hmm. So then he gets to rest more. That means Ezekiel Elliott comes in like almost last week of October.
Yeah, they said like 29th Thursday.
He comes in week 20, like October 29th. He comes in, so he's healthier. That means literally he has less damage on his body, which will preserve his career. However, this puts the Dallas Cowboys in a bad spot because now Dak Prescott might get exposed. I'm a big Dak fan. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm a Patriots fan, like D.I.E. You feel me? And that's how I see it. But I'm frustrated. I'm pissed. I'm disgusted. But either way,
I think you need to clarify that you understand why
I get the punishment.
Yes, you just have to clarify that.
I'm sorry, guys. Just to clarify, I'm not opposed to his punishment. I'm opposed to the fact that you have to have proof. Like, he should get punished by any means necessary. If he did in fact, physically abuse his girl, I'm against men touching females. You punish him. But this is he say. Oh, yo, he did this, he did that. You have proof now. Okay, fine. Since I heard you did that, yeah. What world are we living in?
And it's not the police who found this stuff. It's the NFL people. It's not the police. That's what makes this weird. It's not the police who found this supposed evidence. It's the NFL people. So that's why it's.
Also, then the NFL's the FBI. The NFL's the CIA. Oh my God.
That's what makes this thing a little weird. If this was the police who found this evidence and doing this investigation, fine, but it's the NFL people, which is what makes this matter.
They should be disgusting. Roger Goodell, you should be ashamed of yourself.
That's why everyone's freaking out, because it's not the police.
You better not go to Dallas. You better not go to Dallas. Roger, if you go to Dallas, there's some real facts. They're petty. They're very, very petty people. And you know how they say, everything's bigger in Dallas. That was the Ezekiel Elliott situation. Cassie, tell me about the $1 billion baby.
Kylie Jenner, who also celebrated her birthday, I think it was August 10th. So she's
Leo?
20. Yeah, she's Leo. She's Leo. So a few years ago, Kylie launched her famous lip kits, which is basically, if you don't know what it is.
Can I cut you off real quick? I must say, even though I talk smack about the Kardashians and Jenners, I'm gonna say this right here on air. You guys can hate me, say whatever you want to say. By the end of the day, it's our show. We do what we want to do. And with that being said, I respect Kim Kardashian. Like Kanye was, she is an icon. Whether you like it or not, she has used social media in ways that we have never seen ever. You guys can say whatever you say. She's not talented. I mean, I'm sorry. I could take 17 girls right now, put her on a TV show, and I probably wouldn't watch. I probably wouldn't watch. The other girls. Kim Kardashian's been doing this since she's what, like 25?
I think even younger.
Like 24, 25.
Yeah.
Like she came in mid 2000s.
Yeah.
And look at what she is now. She is an icon at the highest level. She is still banging. Mm-hmm. She's doing everything. And now look at her younger sister. Look at her, right?
Yeah.
She saw Tyga a couple of years ago before she was flossing. Then she got a bit of surgeries in her. And now look at her. She's banging. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, she turned 20 a couple of years ago. She came out with her Kylie lip kits, which is basically comes in a box. It's a lip liner and like a matte lipstick.
Yeah.
So it's like a lip gloss, but it's lipstick and it's matte. So when you put it on, it doesn't shine. It's just like, you've seen when I put lip color, how it doesn't shine.
Okay.
Not today. I'm not wearing it.
Yeah.
Today. But
I was like trying to look like
no, so she came out with 3 colors when she first came out, and then she's just been expanding to many different colors. Now she expanded to having eye makeup brushes, highlighters. You know how girls have the the flash on their cheekbones. And what else does she have? And blushes. She also has blushes.
What's blushes?
So, it's like
some girl one
when you
right
put
now.
pink or red on your
Can I
cheeks.
put that shit on me? Can I put that?
You could if you wanted to, but men don't really do it.
What? Wait. I put makeup once, but I'm not the makeup.
No, you put like foundation.
Yes.
Like
Yeah. I call that Anderson Cooper. Yeah. I call that Anderson Cooper, yo.
But yeah, so she came out, I think it was around 2015 with all of that. This year, last year or so, she expanded to adding more to the collection. And now we find out that this week, she's generated in sales $420 million.
Can I just get like
400, and Tom Ford, you know Tom Ford?
Yes.
Tom Ford is a fashion designer who also does cologne. Very, very successful man, but generated $5 million in a decade. Whereas Kylie Jenner, who's like 20 some years or maybe half his youth, in a couple of years, $420 million.
Did Tyga come to her birthday party by any chance?
No.
No.
You guys know all this for real, right?
He didn't
Well,
go.
he was on
text
Snap.
her?
No, he was on
By the way,
Snapchat.
if you guys don't know, like, they know that. Like, we need to go to LA. If we go to LA, we just gotta go to the Jimmy. Shout out to Vlad real quick. I don't know if Vlad's watching it yet or whatever it may be, but Vlad, though, we need to go to LA and we gotta go party with Jamie Foxx. Yo, that way, like, we don't sing. Remember how, like, we watched Jamie Foxx interview, like, how he brings people on his balcony? Yeah, we gotta go there. Who knows? We might see, like, the next freaking Jay-Z there. You know what I'm saying?
But, so she's doing really well. I mean, we're 25 and we're not making close to half of what she's making. So she's really well. She's obviously known for being on Keeping Up with the Kardashians for so many years.
Exactly.
She just, her
Wait,
show...
she was on the Kardashians for all those years? Like on the show?
Since season 1.
How old was she then?
Oh, they were probably like 8.
So they were tiny?
They were super young. Like, they were kids on the show. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, it's like my brother. Every time I look at him, I'm like, why am I having grown-up conversation with you?
Oh, like me and my sister, you know, it's weird. When my sister
it's only 3 years.
It's weird. It is 3 years, but the thing is, the day my sister turned 19, it's like, I can go clubbing with my sister now.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but it's a shock.
Yeah.
It's like my sister's 19.
Like she's about that. Like,
yeah, like it's only 3 years, yeah, but it's,
yeah.
my sister's 19, you know?
Big shout out to Sabrina B, aka Sabi B, aka Sabi BB, aka Sabi D. Yeah.
But she also has her own show now called Life of Kylie. I think it just airs.
See, they just got shows like that, yeah.
Yeah, and she's also, I think in the show they mentioned, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I plan to watch it just to see what it's about. But she talks about all these partnerships that she's looking to be a part of.
Okay.
So that's pretty much Kylie, who's doing big things right now.
Interesting.
And for the next topic, for more of a discussion.
For a crazy discussion.
Yeah, so relationships. Is it possible to fall in love before sex?
Like, no sex?
Yeah, like before you have sex with someone. Is it possible?
Yeah.
Or do you fall in love with someone after you've had sex with them?
It's I mean, you guys want mine? I'm gonna give you guys mine. Okay, guys. So like, this is your co-host going in. So you know when I go on philosophy mode, I gotta like move a bit. So pretty much how it is Is it possible to fall in love before sex? Of course. You generally appreciate somebody before you have intercourse with them. I think you like somebody, you want to like somebody, love somebody, or you're going to love somebody that you want to have sex with. Like we don't do stuff with people we don't love or like.
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't have sex. I mean, for guys it's a bit different because even though we don't love you emotionally, but we can love you physically. So our question of love is different in terms. So like a guy can have sex with a girl without being in love with her, yes. But someone has to love her physically, like attracted to her. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like there has to be a lot of attraction that makes you want to like have intercourse. But in terms of love, like being in love, like the love of my life, or like any type of love that you want to date and pursue something serious, you don't need to have sex with that person. You know, what's your opinion?
I agree. You don't. I mean, you're not with someone just. I mean, the point of being with someone is not just for the sex. I think you need to, if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to love them, and then the sex comes after. If it's good. If it's not, well, then maybe you have things to work out.
You gotta go counseling, right? Like
yeah, but I think that once you're in a relationship with someone, you love them, and your sex life is not good, you need counseling because it's not going to work. I don't think it's going to
But
work.
how can you like? That's my thing, right? If the sex is good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Like,
But you can't go on.
I feel like you can't really improve sex.
You can by
It's either
going
it's-
to counseling.
It's either there or it's not. Because at the end of the day, and I think it's a partner situation, right? I feel like no, like a girl has to be responsive during sex. If you don't like it, you can enjoy it. Like you know what I mean? Like no, do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not trying to go into details since we have professional people watching the podcast. We want to have something very serious, but again, we're just talking about like. You know how to improve sex. Is it possible to love somebody before sex? And we said, yes, it's very possible. But in terms of sex itself, like you're like, no, you gotta go like this, babe, or like, babe, no, babe, take me like this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. You know what I mean? Like that's how I see it. But yeah, and sex before marriage. The question that has been surrounding us since the beginning of time.
I think that back in the days, yes, like that's how things were back in the days. But I think that our generation is very, very, very different.
Yes.
And I don't believe that you have to be married before.
Okay.
I don't think you need to be married before. Like, what is this? Like,
here's my deal, right?
Because you probably dated this person since high school, and then you do your thing, and then you get married, and you go on with your life.
Here's how I perceive it, okay? From the older generation, their aspect is, why would you want to have sex with somebody before you're married to them? Because, think about it this way, right? You're going to have unprotected sex. Once she gets pregnant, she has to take care of the kids. And so on. You're building a family. Towards us, we have sex, but we kind of have to, we want us for each other. So like, let's say we get married right now in our generation, and we have a kid, then we don't have sex. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't have time to have sex. And I think our generation likes to have sex.
Oh, okay.
Our generation really likes to have sex, but there's also the other aspect that the other generation, the older one, always explains is that you don't want to abuse it. What if you get married? How much more sex are you going to have when you're married when you've been with that person for 17 years?
Twice a day.
Because they're like, doesn't it get boring? Like,
no.
My mom's like, don't you get
spice it up. You find ways to spice it up.
Oh, like, don't you get bored? Like, I'm married, but I'm like, yeah, but at some point, I'm a firm believer, some married men don't have sex. You know what I mean?
I think
I'm not trying to like be controversial, but it's a proven statistical fact. Some married men don't have sex. That's why they have to go outside and get it.
Well, okay, why would they not be having sex?
Just because you know how it is, right? Like, wife is taking care of kids, super tired, long days, family things, family situations. It's not because they don't want to. It's not because they don't want to have sex. It's because their spouse is very tired, or they're tired themselves.
No, I don't believe in the whole tired thing. And I said, go buy the book by Wendy Williams. I forget the name. I will bring the name for you guys next. How about that? After the show, when I go home, I will post a picture of the book for all of you. There's no such thing as being too tired to please each other.
I agree.
There's no such.
I agree. Like when you have sex with your partner, you give her the best sex ever.
There's no such thing.
You feel me? Like
there's no such thing. You can't. I wouldn't be able to reject it. Like you can't. And if you're gonna reject it all the time, then you have problems.
Especially like you're dating a fine Haitian man. You know what I'm saying? This is something about Haitian men. Sabrina wouldn't know, but like our manager, she wouldn't know. But like Cardi B says, you know, something about, you know, these Haitian men, you watch popping, like you go get yourself Haitian man, that shit be swinging.
Is that how she actually talks? Or
she actually talks like that, like what's popping, yo, like, you know, when I be out like, you know, like, I just got myself a Haitian man, and like I'm telling you, like it should be popping, like shit was swinging, yo.
No, for real, is that how she, or she puts that like that's the front?
She's straight ratchet.
Oh, really?
Like there's a level of ratchetness that we don't have in Canada. The level of ratchetness we have in Canada is like yo, like what's popping, my nigga? Like what you saying? Like is everything Gucci? Like are you riding through? Like are you chilling? Like yo, reach my crib, you know? Like that's the slang we're used to. But then it's like wash popping, like, you know, like ghetto fabulous. We don't have ghetto fabulous out here, but yeah, like you make sure you please. You do, like men, make sure you please your partner.
Oh, women too, because I feel like it's the women. I feel the women are the ones who are quicker to be like, oh, I'm too tired today.
I don't want to do this. Like, listen, guys, I know you guys don't like, and I'm gonna say this on air. Make sure you please them, 110%, if you know what I mean. Listen to Lil Wayne lyrics. He says exactly if you know what I mean. And a lot of you guys, especially Jamaican men, you guys are against what I'm talking about, but you know.
Or get that counseling if you need to get that counseling. The counseling's out there.
And you guys can come to me. You know what I mean? Come to me.
Or you can read the book by Wendy Williams that
Wendy Williams is a traitor, though. She's been exposing all men's secret. That is the reason why girls are so flicky slick in our generation. Because guys are becoming emotional. And I promise you, I'll be emotional very quick. For example, if my girl tells me something, I'm always composed. There's not one thing my girl can tell me and I trip out. Actually, that's not true. But I try to stay composed. You know what I mean? Shout out to my girl, though, still. I just recently retired from the game, guys. I'm making this public. You know? But yeah. Honestly, like, if you guys didn't know, and I'm sorry, I felt like this was a better way to, like, you know, saying that I'm retiring from the game. Right here on air, episode 8, this is a most historical moment.
Public announcement.
And yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, like, so make sure you please, and like, if you guys need help, you guys can go see me. You guys can go see Cass. Females, you go see Cass. Cassie has a boyfriend, so no, you guys don't better not come to her, because she won't talk to you. Or Sabrina, you guys don't come to Sabrina, or else you'll have a problem with me, because that's my little sister. And I'm starting to have issues with it, because she's actually like a little sister, and I know the flip out of her, and I enjoy it. But yeah, no, like, honestly, like, please your partner. Or, you know, like, if your partner's a guy and you're a guy, please your partner as well. Make sure you guys do 110%. Make sure, like, take steroids if you have to, like sensu beans, yo. Like, yeah, like, no, for real. Here's my thing. I think sex is the most, like, I get nervous of sex the first time.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if you're like me, but like the first time it's like a process. Like the first time it's like you think about it, like, you know, like when you see a girl, you're like, come, god damn, like, can I handle her? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're like, you know, like she got ass for days. You're like, I don't know if I'll be able to handle it. Like, I might be lost in the sauce, you know? Or like when you know you're about to like give a girl, or when the girl knows like she's like messed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like some girls know when they're in for it. Like they're like, you can tell the girls be like, she's like, damn, like, they gotta think it through. Like, you know, like it's a thought process for them. But like, yeah, like, just, you know, make sure you guys have great sex. And again, if you wait for marriage, wait for marriage.
It's
like,
your choice.
Like, I'm a virgin, so just wait for marriage.
It's your choice. I just don't think that it should be frowned upon. Because it is frowned upon.
I agree.
Still in 2017.
I can't look at Sabrina. But yeah, like I said, I am a virgin.
Because you know, for people who are getting married right now, I know some people who listen, this is serious. I know some people who have, you know, they church shop for their wedding, and like it's a question the priest will ask, and it's that your response to whether you had sex before your marriage.
I would say yes.
well then you don't get to get married in that church.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I think that in 2017, like, it shouldn't be like, yeah, it's your choice, okay? Like, I can respect that you're not okay with it. I can't be angry.
But what do they want us to do?
That's my thing.
Like, you guys must understand, like losing your virginity on your marriage day is not the funnest thing. There's nothing cute about losing your virginity on your marriage. I mean, it's great. Like, it's what is in the Bible. I'm so sorry, God, but like, it's not that. Wow. Like, don't think the first times it's wow. Like, even for men, like for us, it's like you have learning curves. You know what I'm saying? You have to take the course. You have to take the class. You know, like, either you're doing oral sex, you have to know how to do oral sex on a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. Again, I'm a virgin, so I don't know some of this stuff. You know? So anyhow, that was our conversation for that. Power episodes and Game of Thrones episodes are being leaked. I repeat, I'm not a big fan of it, but I enjoy it deep down inside. But again, they need to be arrested.
I'm kind of sad that I'm not up to date with Game of Thrones because they're threatening of releasing a few episodes. It's not just one; it's a few episodes. And I'm actually like, and I'm sitting here at season 3.
Are these like the Russian hackers that like hacked the United States?
I don't think they said what kind of hackers they were, but they're asking for a lot of bitcoins.
How much?
A lot of bitcoins.
Was it like?
It's a lot.
Like $1 million?
And I don't even know what bitcoins are worth.
Was it $1 million or?
It's more. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like when I heard the amount that they were asking for, I was like, they're gonna leak.
You know what it is?
They're gonna leak.
Students. They're trying to pay their OSAP. It is. Students.
You know what? But you know what they said? That's funny. But it's not the OSAP. What they want the bitcoins, but they also want part of the HBO profits.
They want to go to jail. That's what they want.
They want part of the HBO profits. But obviously HBO is not gonna.
You know how devastating that could be if they actually like find out who it is and they go to jail. Like, what are you in here for? You know, I leaked a few episodes of Game of Thrones. It was you. And then like man's get messed up.
And Power as well. Power. Well, the thing with Power is that this one person, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but
how did it get to Power? Isn't that like what's it called? Stars? But how do you leak stars? We don't even have stars in Canada.
We don't have stars in Canada, but so this person was in the United States, aren't they a week ahead of us?
No.
Oh, they're not a week ahead of us?
Technically, Power comes out in the morning.
Okay.
Like, Power is out, like, people watch it on the Stars app in the morning. Like,
I watch it in the morning.
I kind of like watching it at night.
I watch it, I've watched the last Sunday's episode.
Yeah.
It was like 1 and I was watching it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I try not to watch it when my parents are home, like, because they get too, like, bye, sayo. Oh, about you to me. Like, you know, Haitian parents. And that's the thing for Power, pretty much. That's, I mean, listen, they leaked a few episodes, and I think I read certain stuff. I try to, like, tell myself, right, just forget about it. Like, forget about it. But I'm not going to say it because I don't want to ruin it for our viewers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And our topic of the day, our last topic, Cass.
Boozy.
But before we do that, before we
Yes.
get to the last topic, just a recap, episode 8 of the Power Circle. Our YouTube channel is coming very, very soon, guys. Stay on the lookout for that, as well as the audio. We're getting the audio, we've been experiencing some like technical difficulties in terms of the audio. It's really not our fault, but again, we're gonna take full responsibility of it, and it's coming soon. But expect us to be HD next time you guys see us. Like 1080p. What's the new one? Like 1420.
Oh, is it?
Like
I thought it was 1082.
No, I thought it's 1080p.
No,
Or
it's
10,
more.
It's more than that.
It's more than that. Like, it's so big. Like, I can't even put it there because I have to like let my computer load so you can play the video. But my thing freezes. You need that powerful internet for that. But Booba be having it something like 4K. You feel me? But that's pretty much it. The Casuals event. Just big shout out to the Casuals 613. Shout out to Stevie. Shout out to Diddy. Shout out to Shang, aka Big Shang, aka Chinese Sexy, aka Chinese Chocolate. You know what I mean? Shout out to King H, aka a rapper, aka Mr. 509. Pretty much we had our event yesterday. It was dope. It was the first annual one. Ottawa. I repeat, we will be doing this as an annual thing every year in August because August is our month. It is paradise. It is the kingdom. and we're gonna have fun. So I'm gonna see each and every one of you guys next year. We're also planning to have a back to school party, but it's not going to be on a Cash Boys takeover level. It's not gonna be the Cash Boys annual. We come in and we party with the Cash Boys. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be something totally different. As well as that, I want to give a shout out to my co-host. This is her 8th episode. She is dope. She's doing her stuff. Big shout out to Cassie B, because Cassie B's, look at her, she's dope. She's like blushing right now. If you guys don't know, Cassie B's like half like a quarter white. Like a quarter. Is it a quarter?
It's my dad's grandma. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a quarter. It's like, let's say if I marry a white girl and I have a kid with a white girl, the kid's light skin, so he's half black. But then he has a kid with a white girl, the kid's white, so he's like a quarter black. You feel me? So there's a chance he comes out looking like, what the hell, like this.
So we just shook that. He came out with. Reggie found out this piece of information and he's just been so.
Yeah, because I've been fascinating by Cassie's hair and Serena's hair. I'm like, why is it so perfect like that? Not saying my sisters don't have amazing hair. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I was like, you have a mix. And she does. Like, look, it's all. And she looks like she European.
The hair, but I rod my hair for it to be curly.
But like, honestly, like, you could go for like mix. You must have went for mix growing up.
People must have thought. Yeah. Some people do think I'm mixed.
Some people like,
or they think I'm something other than Haitian.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you're full Haitian. If she full Haitian, that she be swinging, yo. Cardi B on. By the way, Cardi B's rap career though.
It's actually doing pretty well.
I was hating on loving him.
Even before what was the first song she had? I forget which rapper was featured on it. There was a rapper featured on the first video. Is
it Migos?
It probably is.
Lick?
Yeah, it is Lick.
Kind of.
Yeah, and I was hating before it was like exposed. I was like, oh, Cardi B, whatever. It's not gonna be as good. And then I watched it and I was like, whoa, Cardi B is actually doing pretty well. And like she's been performing live. I know there were a few festivals last week.
Like OVO Fest?
Yeah, she performed live and she's really good. I like Cardi B, you know what? I like her.
I like her.
She's live. She's really good.
And I like how she said it. She doesn't have the greatest vocabulary, but she reads.
And I'm going to say this real quick. She's fire. And you know what? This girl I know called Maha, who does eyebrows. She's really good, guys. You can check her out. She's doing her thing right now.
Hi, Maha.
And Maha,
I'm a big fan of her.
Check her out at Dolled by Luna on Instagram. She's really good. She uses the word fire a lot, and it stays in my head, so I use it a lot now.
How does she say it? Yo, it's fire. It's like fire.
Yo, it's fire.
Or when she's in text Maha right now, tell it to her. Yo, it's fire.
Or when she talks in French, she's like, yo, say fire.
Yo, say fire.
But Cardi B is fire right now. She really is. She's on Instagram.
She's in next videos.
She's really good.
But she's gonna stay rap.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's her thing.
And I think we should have that as a topic. Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. A battle that we're going to see in a couple of weeks, a couple of years to come. She's going to win BET Hip Hop Artist for, not this year because the singles are too fresh.
Yeah.
She might have a chance. She'll be nominated for sure. But next year she'll definitely do it. Like, I was hating on Gangster Female Music, whatever, Volume 1. And the second one just blew up. And then the Bodak Yellow.
Yeah.
I'm dancing. I make money.
Yeah, that's when I was like, yeah, Cardi B is actually doing it right now. And she's in a relationship with Offset, and it's apparently going very well. I think it's an odd couple, but they're cute.
I remember she was dating the dude from jail. She just left him.
Yeah.
My goodness.
He's not doing it right now. Offset is.
Shout out to Offset, though.
But so last topic for the day, Boozy. So Little Boozy's kid last week celebrated his 14th birthday.
14th.
And post this, what seemed to him be a beautiful Instagram post, him and his son wishing him happy birthday, but then says he will give his son a bag of money so he can get himself, I'm not going to say the word, but a girl so she can give him a blowjob.
Yeah. That's
not how he said it. He said it in a much vulgar way, but that's what he said, and it broke social media. People, apparently he posted another post and he was saying people were sending him DMs like telling him, oh, you're not a good dad, why did you say that, that's not nice, that's bad language for kids, you're teaching your kid not so good things. And his response to that was basically he could say whatever he wants. you know, his son thinks he's cool. Kids are having sex at 12 years old, so it's not.
From where they're from, it's very likely that they've been having sex since like 14.
And
that like mom and dad game is so dangerous. My future daughter will never play. Or we're playing house. No. For who?
I love that game.
I hated that.
I love that game. And you had that kitchen, that house you could buy at Walmart with the kitchen.
And then like also who you're playing house with, and then she'll probably like, I need a like 2020 something game. I was with like Delonte. Huh? Delonte? Tell Delonte to stay away from me.
Oh my god. But and I get that where, you know, Lil Boosie is from, you know, it may be and it very may well be the case, you know, it's different for them, but it's not an excuse to expose your kid more with such language and actions. Like, how do you look at your kid and be like, I'm gonna give you a bag of money so you can go get yourself a girl so she can do that to you? Like a 14-year-old kid, it's like you're encouraging your kid to use that language towards women, and that, yeah, doing that kind of stuff is okay at 14. When I was 14, you know what I was doing? I was going to school, running home to watch Family Channel. I think it was Proud Family, Kim Possible.
Did you play any sports?
Hannah Montana, I did, but I quit. Sabrina, and she like stayed, but my mom would sign me up to soccer. I played, I stopped. Basketball, I quit. Gymnastics, I did for the longest when I was younger, like in elementary school, and people really believed in me, and they were like, yo, she needs to keep going. I did for a couple of years. I quit. I'm not a sports person, really. I mean, I'll try it, like I tried it, but I mean, it's not.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right with the Boosie situation. My situation with Boosie is, why put this to the world? Like, your relationship with your son is relationship with your son. Whatever you tell your son, I can't really criticize you, but when you put it on a pedestal like that, where you put it on social media, and you're trying to perceive it as good parenting,
it's not.
It's really not, and that's the really biggest, you know. That's how I see the situation. Like, if we're having a private conversation, you're telling me that's what you told your son, well, that's what you told your son, man.
Yeah.
I can't do anything about it. Like, I don't have a son, and I'm guessing when the day I have a son, I don't want sons, I want daughters, FYI. But if that ever happens, then it's like, okay, like, cool. Like, what am I gonna tell you?
Yeah.
Nah?
Yeah.
But like, but again, two little cats, right? Like, that's a product of where they're from. Where they're from, it's like, I kind of understand what Boosie's saying. For some of these people commenting are probably from the hood, from the gutter where Boosie's from, and they probably don't know their dad. So for him, it's like, okay, I'm telling my son, listen, this is what you're gonna do, this is how you're gonna do it. Because at the end of the day, when you're too strict with a girl or a boy, they end up being bad.
I know, but
so this kid is gonna be like,
he's encouraging his kid.
But here's the thing, though, he's encouraging to like go spend money
on a girl.
On a girl.
You know what that is, right?
I know.
You know what that is, right?
I know.
That's wrong. I don't need to say it. You guys know what that is.
I know it's wrong, but at the end of the day, he's not saying, yo, I got guns, I got this.
But
because from where he's from, he went to jail. I'm gonna give him a pass for that one in a sense where it's like, you went to jail, he could have told his kids.
No, and that's my point. Lil Boosie, you're getting DMs saying to you that you're a bad father, and your response to these people is that they didn't have a mom, they didn't have a dad that loved them. Well, guess what? You were in jail for most of your kids' childhood. Yeah. So it's the same thing for you. So I don't know what you're telling these people, but your parenting is not that great. So I don't know what you're trying to defend.
Yeah, the parenting is not great.
And you ended up deleting your post. So I don't know what you're defending.
He felt stupid. But again, I'm gonna give him a pass in terms of him telling his kid about sex, because a lot of us, we don't do that. You know what I mean? We don't talk about sex or whatever with our kids, and we turn out fine. But some kids, they turn out just being extremely wild, no loyalty at all, because their parents have been telling them, no, don't do it. Us will be like, yeah, like, you can, like, I'm not gonna tell my kid, yo, listen, go pay yourself this. I'll be like, yeah, you know, like, you wanna have a boyfriend, you wanna have a girlfriend, go do that. You try, but just be smart. Those are the consequences. You don't want to be in a financial situation. That's how you gotta come into it. But again, you know, like telling your kid, yo, go pay for this. That's not right. No. But some of the people are foul. For going at Boosie, they're foul because he's giving his kid money. He's there. That kid, at the end of the day, whatever you say, whatever you do, he's gonna be like, yo, my dad was here for me. At that point, when I was 14, I had a dad. My dad came in my life. He said, yo, listen, here, do this, do that. Is it a bad thing? No. They're from the hood. They do push-ups. They sleep. Like, some of them piss where they sleep, yo.
But it's the goal to stay there.
That's not the
Like,
goal to
are
say
you-
that, but the mentality you have to understand though. There's a
But
mentality
he's
called,
teaching his
yeah, but
kid.
there's a mentality called Teflon Don, eh? You know why they like, some people are like scared of like black people, or like black people are super aggressive, super like loud. It's because some of them didn't have that parent there, so they don't know how to cope with certain stuff. They're like, yo, you know what I mean? But like, for example, when people are like, yo, you talk so loud, I'm not yelling. That's how I talk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people get intimidated, like for certain, like when they see some black people, like, why are they so loud? But that's how we talk.
Yeah, or like me, I'm so quiet. They're like, you're so quiet.
Like you're so quiet, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, I get it. Like Boozy, like listen, next time, please don't be putting a post like, oh yeah, I got my kids, I'm like, you know, like I got my kids, I'm done and stuff. Like, please don't do that. Don't do that. Like, don't do that. Like, I'll let you slide with that one, because either way, I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes do that.
Yeah, but they don't put it public. He just put it public.
Yeah, you put it public. That's
He put it public, expecting what? No one was going to comment on it.
But now I know, like, I'm gonna be real with you. Now I know, like, between me and you, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna see Boozy. You got some courage to do that. Because I would have never done that. I would have never done that, you know? But I guess me and
If I was married to someone who put up an Instagram post with the same language, you'd have some big problems with me. It's not right. I don't think it's okay.
I feel like your husband and like your kid are gonna have situations where it's like, you don't tell mom.
Most likely.
And like, I already see Sabrina in the future, like, so, you know, like, parle-moi de lui, qu'est-ce qu'il fait dans la vie, ou qu'est-ce qu'elle fait dans la vie, you know, like the Asian accent, and like not approving the boyfriend. Like, dinner at your house will be intimidating for the first time, but I can tell your husband, like, hey, do you love me? Like, tell him to your kid, do you love me? Yes, Daddy, I love you. You're not gonna tell me, right? And then snitch mommy, wait, what? Nah, I can explain. That's not, if it was me, I'd like, it wasn't true. Like, she's 4. Are you really gonna believe a 4-year-old? I would have played the 4-year-old card until she's like 17, yo. Like, I'm gonna be an embarrassing guy. That's another show. That's like probably show 25.
Another, yeah.
You know?
Discussion for another day.
This was the Power Circle, episode 8. I want to just give a shout out to all our viewers. Thank you guys so much for watching. As you guys can see, like, huh?
You guys had a comment.
What was the comment?
It was Kareem who said practice makes perfect. So or practice makes better. So like when you guys were talking about earlier before, is it like the whole sex thing where, yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, that's funny.
Pretty much, man. This is the Power Circle. This is what we do. This is what we does. We do this every week. We enjoy this.
That's fun.
So pretty much, we're in the verge of doing something very different. In terms of Ottawa, where Ottawa is the #1 source of daily urban hip-hop, comedy, entertainment. We don't just do, you know, a specific thing. We do a lot of things. We would like to interview anybody. Like, we can interview Justin Trudeau. Like, so if Justin Trudeau's people are watching this is Cassidy. This is Reggie Cash. Savvy Beats behind the camera. And yo, we'll give you serious questions. You think we really do this? We do this for real. And as well as that, we have a lot of stuff coming up. Again, the YouTube channel is coming up, guys. The YouTube channel is coming up. We're going to have videos of the actual podcast being filmed and put on so you guys can see it. Meanwhile, we're working on the audio. What's gonna happen is we might just be a portion of almost like the Breakfast Club in terms of we have visual, and if you guys want to listen to it, let's say if you're at work or if you're going somewhere on a trip, you guys want to listen to us, let's say on air, we will be figuring it out on what I would say podcast app, like radio app that we're going to be putting the show. Either iTunes, SoundCloud, stuff maybe. Like, we'll have our manager discuss that and like she'll figure it out. So don't worry about that. For now, you'll see us every Saturday with quality videos and live airs and stuff. So if you guys miss a live, well, you guys can just watch it.
You can rewatch it.
Just rewatch it, you know what I mean?
And shout out to everyone who has been following us on our social media, that has been interacting with us. We really love it. It's really fun. We like to see that people like what we're posting. You know, all the topics that we post, people like them, comment on them, share them. So it's pretty awesome.
That's amazing. And as well as that, we just want to say thank you again. Thank you guys for watching. Next weekend we have Peterson Optimo in the house, compa star, overall talented musician. He's going to be here. We're gonna just talk about him, talk about his upbringing, about what he's doing. So if you're watching Peterson, big shout out to you. Shout out to training season. They'll be coming in 2 weeks as well. Justin Chombe, you're the man. And I saw Ocean Beats. I saw Ocean Beats last night when you guys left for the event. So it was popping and everything was good. So it was good to see them. I apologize for not being there. I'm not gonna be missing anytime soon. If I do miss anytime soon, well, it's gonna be like a month before, like, I don't know my schedule, so you know what I mean. So that's that. And also, can we say we wouldn't mind a videographer, like volunteer? Can we say that on there, or is it too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon.
It's too soon.
But
guys.
we're looking into it.
Soon we're gonna figure out ways of incorporating more people that want to help out, you know. And that's that. If I would have said something different, his cast inside would have killed me. You guys would have not seen me. I'm becoming more professional with these people. See you guys next week. It's my birthday weekend. Cassie be out here. And we out.
Have a nice Saturday.